場合によっては手段を選ばず痛めつけてやることも可能だし。
A good what?
Mr. Brown、彼女は採用しない方がいいと思う。
Okay, so what? The way he said Mr. Brown was just hilarious to me. Are you kidding? Mr. Brown. Dude, Okabe, you're so fucking awesome.
ああ、物騒だな。騒ぎ起こしたらクビにするからな。そもそもその期間なんたらは岡部の創作だから本気にすんな。
創作？
せいぜいそう思ってるがいいさ。
However, the world would one day bow before me. And so, Amane Suzuha stares at me again. Does she have a habit of looking at people in the eyes or something?
そういうのが流行ってんだ。勉強になったよ。
She's talking like some old man. I really doubt that it's popular. Yeah, don't make some delusional thing about my life and how grand and how amazing I am. Yeah, it is hot out, Okabe. Do I have another mail? No, I don't. When I returned to Akiba after going to the university in the morning, I was engulfed by an unbearable heat. So for now, I decided to stay at a certain bakery in Yodobashi and appease my thirst with an iced coffee. I'll take this opportunity to check the Achan channel on my cell phone. This is a regular activity for me. I frequent the occult and future technology boards, and occasionally visit the physics board. There are some others that I go to, but not periodically, so you're pretty much like a person who has to check his Facebook and Twitter and Reddit and shit, don't you? Not my scene, but okay. I checked if that channel has any threads about either the mass disappearance phenomenon or the Makase Kurisu stabbing incident, but didn't find anything. So, what I actually saw was a delusion. Some of the threads of the occult selection have a person who calls himself John Titor posting on them. John Titor, duh. After such a long time, I actually know quite a lot about this guy. He's a self-proclaimed time traveler who first appeared in America on American forums 10 years ago. Titor posted that he came from the year 2036 to get an old PC called IBM 5100. After answering the questions of the forum dwellers, he partially predicted certain future events as well. Examples of which are the outbreak of the Iraq War and the spread of the Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease. He tried to prove that he's from the future by explaining the theory behind his time machine and taking pictures of instruction manual. However, he disappeared about 4 months after about 4 months, without revealing his true identity to the public. At one point, his predictions that turned out to be true became a hot subject in Japan. Yes, there were things that he got right. However, due to the many false predictions and contradictions in his posts, the majority of people were skeptical about him being a time traveler. Hold on, I need to take a drink. Always have a good water. Always keep hydrated and keep a bottle of water by your side. And so, you're telling me that after 10 years, John Titor appeared at Japan's ad channel? That was stupid. What an obvious troll. In the first place, John Titor is an American. So why the hell is he posting on an ad channel in perfect Japanese? Well, I guess I'll check it out. I guess I'll just check out what he says. And mind me if you don't believe me, I came from the year 2036. It seems like everyone in this world line is interested about time machines. Isn't it? What? The time machine was developed by CERN. They completed it in 2014. Someone named a time traveler, lol. John Titor, lol. Curry, Gohan, and Kamehameha. Okay. Sauce more on the time... Wait, sauce more on the time machine? Do they sell time machines? How much do they cost? I've got about 100 million stockpiled. CERN has a monopoly on time machines. No ordinary person, nor nation has business in acquiring one. They only use them for their own selfish interests, bringing the world into a dystopia. All conflicts disappeared. But that's only a false peace. What does Saucemore mean? Why did you come to this time? Don't tell me the Okabe satellite crashes was your doing! Wait a minute, guys. Titor-san doesn't understand Achan lingo. That's right and clean, easier to understand Japanese. Okay? If you know what I mean. What's that? Just became a trip flag already. I came here to fulfill the noble mission of changing my present. From your perspective, the future, I guess. I came here to destroy the dystopian CERN has built, and once again obtain our freedom. I feel very good about this era. People everywhere are enjoying their freedom. But you will all lose that freedom. You will all lose that freedom in merely 20 short years. Everyone must become aware of this fact. What's a trip flag? I'll be one if you tell me what it is. I have no idea what the heck. The formatting of this is really bad. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I don't know. I just don't like the formatting of this. So doesn't that make you CERN's underling? If CERN has a monopoly on time machines, then you have to be there. Therefore, your objective to destroy CERN's dystopia is a contradiction. Quote erat demonstratum. What's a dystopia? So what happens to the country? I don't think society can collapse in just 20 years. Falling into chaos like that in the Middle East is seriously overused in manga and stuff. God, the fucking formatting of this is horrible. You plan on changing the future all by yourself, Mr. Titor? How arrogant. I mean, if it's peaceful, who gives a shit about dystopia? I think I should call my time machine prototype reverse engine from CERN technology. It's not very efficient. Relatively speaking, in 2036, the world is almost ruled by a dictatorship. The dictatorship asserts the complete dominance over the people, deciding what they will eat, where they live, and whom they will marry, with no sense of privacy whatsoever. And anybody who dares oppose the dictatorship is slaughtered. There are no trials. I've only seen it in movies, but small changes in the past cause huge changes to the future. Just by your presence, you change the future. So what'll you do if you make unexpected changes to the future? God, he says future too damn much. Oh, it's Curry, Gohan, and Kamehameha again. Or Kamehameha. Implying CERN equals dictatorship. Do you even know what CERN is, LOL? Is this a troll? If we find this faggot's dad and kill him, then the autist time traveler, LMAO, won't be born in the first place. Am I right? In a way, if I become a time traveler, could you go and meet up with your past self? Or what happened if you did? You're talking about the soul... Yeah. You're talking about... Whatever. Talking about the so-called grandfather paradox, huh? That's been disproven. This world line has a divergence of point compared to the world line I came from. Killing my father has warped divergence to the world line. Would warp the divergence... fuck. It would create the possible world where my father is killed. But it's not like I would erase the world where he isn't. CERN is a particle physics research institution that hasn't changed in 2036. You certainly can meet your past self. The mainstream way of thinking in 2036 says that even if you do, nothing would happen. However, I haven't met my past self. If you're really a time traveler, LMAO, then fucking prove it, faggot. Dump time machine pics or get the fuck out. God damn it, why the hell are these people... God, this is just like 4chan and shit. And 2chan, I guess, to the same extent. They're all a bunch of douchebags and assholes. I mean, really? Why'd you call him a faggot? There's really no reason to call him a faggot. Come on. The many words interpretation is fascinating. What does Particle Physics Research Institution have to do with this? World domination? LOL? I do not feel the need to prove my own existence. After all, I am only posting on these messages on a whim. I must stay silent due to my mission. Oh wait, yeah, that's right, John Titor, you were Patrick Seitz in the dub. That's right, I forgot about that. What are world lines? What would happen if you would meet yourself in one other world line? Okay, last reply. But trip flag equals poster with tripod. Put hashtag password after your name. LOL backpedaling. World lines are like an infinite number of rivers flowing parallel. Along the way, many of them diverge. For example, whether or not you post on this message board has no effect on the world line's divergence. But if you were to be killed by a random attacker, then the world's divergence would change. However, it probably wouldn't change any more than about 0.0000002%. So that nobody misunderstands, I'd like to add that means a human is only worth that much. That value skyrockets in the face of war, major acts of terrorism, etc. Thanks to whoever taught me about thanks to whoever told me about trip codes, it will be best for me to use it from now on. Now remember it. I'm a little tired today, so let's save the rest for another day. It's been fun talking to everybody. Looks like he's making a website. Wait, I'm quite sure that he's already had one. What this John Titor is writing closely remembers the post that the original John Titor made 10 years ago. I'm gonna check this mail now. Oh, it's from Rukiko. About what happened. Whoops. Yesterday. Were you really okay with leaving yesterday's exorcism at that? I feel like it needed to be more ceremonial. When I think something might happen to Kyouma-san's body due to my irresponsible exorcism, it bothers me so much. I can't sleep at night. P.S. Because of that, I couldn't do more than 3 practice rooms with Samidare. Aw, she is worried about me. It's sweet. Going back. Alright. And then that John Titor thing. Some of the books based on him are translated into Japanese and are being sold here. I got my hands on one of them by accident, and got somewhat interested. That's why I know what he's posting here on that channel is pretty much the same thing as the one from 10 years ago posted. I wonder where I put that book. I read it when I was in middle school, so it's probably in some shelf back at my parents' home. Regardless of that, this new John Titor is nothing but an imposter. No, the way he's pretty much copying and pasting everything makes him something below that. There are a lot of enthusiasts on that channel. It's true that John Titor is not that popular here in Japan, but I'm quite sure that these people won't fall for such a troll. However, the reactions of the posters are quite opposite. It feels as if no one is aware of the first time that John Titor appeared. No one is even talking about his appearance from 10 years ago. I tried to post about it, but was completely ignored. Damn it! What the hell? I need to do something to investigate this. There's an American website about John Titor, and tons of personal blogs where people talk about him. I try looking up John Titor on the search engine. Search results, 12 hits. Only 12? Moreover, all 12 of these results are posts that current John Titor is posting on that channel. I can't find a single trace of John Titor from 10 years ago. This is too weird. This definitely can't be real. A few years ago, I made a search about him, and there were thousands of hits. Does this site use a filter or something? I tested this out on another search engine, but the results were the same. This is truly getting to me. I feel as if I'm the only one wandered into some. I feel as if I'm the only one who wandered into some other world. Is this a conspiracy by the organization? The situation is making me feel somewhat eerie. Ever since yesterday, lots of confusing events have been happening. I'll try calling Daru. He'll definitely know about John Titor. It is something I'm certain about. I actually talked with him about John Titor some time ago, though I forgot the details of the conversation. However, I'm completely sure that this conversation happened. Taking out my phone from the bag is such a pain, so I decided not to call Daru. However, on my way back to the lab, I sent him an email and got his location from the response. By Maid Queen, is referring to Maid Queen plus Nyan 2, a maid cafe. Daru, who likes 3D maids, is a regular over there. Maid Queen Nyan Nyan is over 3 minutes walk from my lab. It can be found by going along the Kuramaibashi Street and turning left at the Tsunamakoi-saka crossing. God damn it, I'm not good at Japanese names. Unless I heard it in the Japanese version and then I'm like, okay, now I know how to say this. That's where I'm heading right now. Because it's currently summer holidays and due to the event in the radio building, Akiba is very active right now. This area was blocked off by the police yesterday, but today I don't see a single officer here. Looks like they couldn't keep the central street blocked for 2 days in a row. Well, it is Akiba. There's a shit ton of people there just about every day. I'm guessing. The radio center, however, is still off limits. The entrances are closed by the shutters and it's surrounded by the yellow tape that police use.
謎の人工衛星墜落から一夜明けた秋葉原です。警察による規制は解除され、駅前にはものすごい数の人が集まっています。墜落した人工衛星がどこの国のものなのかについては現在も調査中とのことで、詳しいことがわかるまで撤去ができない状態です。警察の発表によりますと、爆発などの危険は今のところないということですが、秋葉原を訪れた買い物客や地元商店街の関係者からは不安の声が上がっています。
Yeah, understandably so. A fucking satellite just crashed into a building. Now, I'm not a paranoid person, but I would be like, what the fuck does this mean? What happened? I'd be curious, at the very least, I guess, is what I'm saying. Obviously, the media is all over this place, with tens of cameras set up in front of the tape. Besides them, there are also rubbernecks looking at either the satellite thing or their phones. So many of them that they pretty much cover the whole road. This is quite a large amount of people. A person living in Akiba can't tell if this ride is something beyond the usual festival. I wonder when the satellite's going to be removed from the building. It's not going to explode, is it? Since this area is not off limits anymore, I'm guessing the thing is not dangerous. Or maybe that they're just not warning people to prevent mass panic. Today, the Otaku were exploring Akiba, looking for Edo Dojinshi limited edition games or some computer parts. Secluded in front of the radio center, this is pretty much the usual Akiba. A truly peaceful area. That aside, just what were the events I saw yesterday? I should probably get a medical checkup or something. It could be that I have finally turned into those who can't tell what's real and what's not. While thinking that, I look in front of me. With a serious look on her face, a woman stands there, her cell phone raised to eye level. She just took a picture of me. That bitch! She could have at least asked. She took a photo. The lens was obviously aimed at me. I quickly try to cover up my face with my hands, but I'm too late. Just to make sure, I turn my head to check if she's someone I knew, but she doesn't resemble anyone. Without even looking at me, she checked the screen of her phone. Then she turns her back towards me, raises the cell phone to eye level again, and aims the camera lens at another pedestrian. Could it be that she's doing this indiscriminately? Even if that's how it is, I still have to say something. I, who was being chased by the organization, cannot allow data such as my portrait to leak into the wrong hands. The world is a dangerous place. I don't want to be blamed for something that I didn't do.
Wait!
Did he just speak in fucking English? What the hell? She doesn't turn around. Is she just so lost in photography that my voice doesn't even reach her? Or did she not understand my magnificent native level English?
ちょっとそこで携帯カメラを使っているあなた待ってください
After finally noticing me, she turns around. And just like before, she's aiming the lens of the cell phone at me.
ってよせ通るんじゃないまさか機関の差し金か
I'm guessing she probably is. Though, that guess is probably, like, 99% wrong. Oh! I didn't notice that! The thing down there, it says the woman who keeps taking photos. Huh. That's neat. She completely ignores my objection. And looks at the screen of the cell phone again.
質問に答えてもらいたいんですかねあなたは機関の人間か
If she is, I'm gonna have to take a suitable method of dealing with her. Don't think that I'm gonna go down without a fight.
違うのか
Thinks that a woman who might be a spy of the organization. The woman who apparently isn't a spy of the organization.
違うとしても問題がありますよ俺の写真を持っていると機関に知られればあなたにも奴らの魔の手が伸びるかもしれないとにかく今撮った俺の写真を即刻削除してほしい
The woman with no reaction. I like how it keeps changing down there. Is she listening to me?
謝る。
And so, the woman talks with a small voice.
不快にさせたなら
The woman that apologized out of nowhere. Then, she slightly lowers her chin. I can't tell if she's bowing her head or not, since she's always looking downwards.
謝るより先に写真を削除してほしいわけだが
風景撮ってた。
The woman who doesn't seem to be deleting the photos. With impressive speed, the woman is pressing the buttons on her cell phone. That action is a complete contrast with her with her irritating way of speaking.
風景を撮っていた観光客
Or is she just another rubberneck who came to check out the satellite? If she is, then why is she taking pictures of me, and not the thing itself? While looking down, she shakes her head.
証明自分が今日どこを歩いたか
The woman who apparently is a sightseer.
変なやつだな
桐生
Weird woman.
萌か名前
Looks like she just introduced herself. I don't really care about it though. I just want her to delete the photos.
聞きたいことがある
それより写真を
都市伝説秋葉原の知らない
Maybe, I don't know. I don't really know what Okabe knows and what he doesn't know. All I know is he thinks that there's an evil organization after him and that he's a mad scientist! But other than that, I don't really know a whole lot about Okabe, other than he's just kind of loony and fun. Akihabara's urban legends. What is she talking about? Could it be that there are rumors about a fearful genius mad scientist? Could it be that he has a bounty on his head, and that many assassins are searching for him with bloodshot eyes? I very much doubt that, Okabe.
俺はこの町に長く居すぎたのかもしれん。だがそろそろ潮時か。
But time for what? When I think back upon Akihabara, it's not a bad town. This is probably why I overstayed here.
幻のレトロ PC。
レトロ PC?
The woman answers that question with what looks like a light nod.
秋葉原のどこかにあるらしくて、それが。
そうか。
Really? So, my ego was telling me wrong? Aw, I thought it was important for a minute there. So it wasn't about the mad scientist after all. I feel both disappointment and relief. Still, you never legend about a phantom retro PC in Akihabara, eh? This is the first I've ever heard of it.
幻のレトロ PC というとキュッパチあたりか？
I speak the first idea that came to mind. But does 98 really go into the phantom retro PC area? The woman slightly shakes her head to the sides. At least, that's what it looks like.
いいえ、これ。
Alright then, show me. Saying that, she shows me the LCD screen of the phone that she's been holding all this time. The display is showing a computer of weird shape... Wait, a picture of a weirdly shaped computer. It's hard to tell due to the monochrome, but it looks like a PC. Even if it isn't shaped like the latest generation of PCs, I can tell that much. I think I've seen this one somewhere.
IBN 5100。
That's the John Titor one. IBN 5100.
ジョン・タイターが手に入れようとした PC か。
Yeah, see, I told you. I think I just saw the fingers that hold the phone twitch a little.
見たことは？
ない。名前を知ってるぐらいだ。
Yeah, I only know the name. This is quite a coincidence. Or perhaps...
これもシュタインズゲートの選択かもしれん。
Yes, it's Steins Gate's choice.
詳しい人知らない？
Does a cosplay designer and an otaku with waifus count? 2D waifus, might I add?
ダルならば詳しく知っているかもな。
Yeah, he probably would.
そいつは俺のマイフェイバリットライトアームであるスーパーハッカーでな。MI6 の中枢にすらハッキングできる実力の持ち主なのだ。
Damn. You can hack the computers of MI6? I'm over-dramatizing with the MI6. Okay. See, that makes sense. I'm like, no way! Daru's that awesome! If something like that happened, we would be taken away by people in black suits. Yeah. But it's certain that he's a super hacker. The depth of his knowledge of PCs is abnormal. Speaking of him, I was heading towards the May Queen Nyan Nyan. I shouldn't be wasting time here with an unknown woman.
では俺は行く。女よ。メディアスクラムもほどほどにな。
Yep. I'm entrusting you with this strange woman. Moeka, I think your name was. After saying that, I try and take my leave, but she grabs the edge of my cloth. Of course she does.
何をする？
メルアド教えて。
何が狙いだ？
スーパーハッカーの。
Apparently she wants to talk with Daru. This is partially my fault for mentioning him in the first place. I'm going to Daru's location anyway, so I can take her as No. Wait. There's a possibility that this is a trap. She could be a spy who wants to steal the valuable war power that is Daru. If I lose Daru, I'll be defenseless. All I will have left in my name will be Mayuri, the cosplay maker. The cosplay maker. Female only.
断る。今ダルを失うわけにはいかん。
I quickly free myself from her and start to walk away at a fast pace. I throw a glance behind me. The woman is following. I attempt to run away, but she's right behind me.
俺の後ろを歩くな。
I turn around and complain. She, however, ignores my words and for some reason shows me the screen of her cell phone. Displayed on there is a photo that she took recently, with my stupid expression on it.
ゲーまだ削除していなかったのか。
教えてくれたら削除する。
That's just being unreasonable. I don't want to lose my friend.
この俺を脅すとは。貴様、何者だ。
She is a blackmailer. Displaying my true nature, I insensitively glare at her, or intensively. However, that doesn't make any effect on her, since she is looking downwards.
私は
She hesitates for a moment.
アークディライトのバイト。
Is that supposed to mean something to me?
なんだそれは。
ヘンプロ秋葉原にある。
She's a part-timer at an ending company? This mumbling and gloomy woman doesn't look like she's right for the job.
貴様、俺の写真を無断で記事にするつもりだな。
The portrait of a mad scientist hiding in Akiba. If the organization gets their hands on this, then they will approach my hideout lab and turn Akiba into a sea of blood. Damn it. I must avoid that outcome. Well, I guess it can't be helped.
交換条件に乗ろう。
If a part-time worker of an editing company has that photo, it might be used for something that I would not approve of. I enter my email address into my cell phone and show it to the woman. Alternating her view between my and her own cell phone, she copies it at an amazing speed. That quickness is not something I can mimic.
そうか。この女、能力者か。
That's because she can text and type really fast on her cell phone? I don't think that makes her a superwoman. It just makes her someone who's probably obsessed with her phone. I'll call her ability Glowing Masseuse, yeah. Shining Finger! What? Yes! Go with the Shining Finger, man! Why did they translate that? It's a Gundam reference, and it makes sense, kind of. If you can put the email of 255 cursed letter in 1 minute, the recipient will die. She finishes copying the email address in only about 5 seconds.
名前は
おー、インキョーマ。マッドサイエンティストだ。
Of course! Did you not know this?
どう書くの？
フェニックスの鳳凰に、イン。そして、凶悪なる真実。
One of the Kyo is atrocious becoming mod in truth?
フェニックスの鳳凰に、イン。そして、凶悪なる真実。だ。
I repeat my explanation. That doesn't make any sense, Okabe, but fine. It's the origin of my true name. Explaining in would take too long, so I just left it at that. Looking kinda puzzled, the woman adds my name to her address list.
こう
なんだこれは、ふざけるな。俺のマナをバカにするつもりか。
Dude, It's not her fault she doesn't get your hackneyed, really crazy explanation about your name. The woman lightly faces downward. Apparently she's bowing her head in apology.
ならば携帯を貸せ。俺が入力してやる。
You listen to Mamoru Miyano. He is your god! Also, he's Tamaki, so I mean, hey, he could seduce you in that way. The woman reacts to that by shaking her head and grabbing her cell phone with both of her hands, as if to protect it from me. She is obsessed with her fucking cell phone, isn't she? She won't even give it to anyone. Just like my fucking sister with her iPod. She's acting like a spoiled brat who can't let go of a toy. Apparently she doesn't want to give it to me. The extent to which she dislikes the idea makes me feel rejected as a person. That makes me feel a bit down. Just because she won't give her your cell phone? Really? She won't give her her cell phone. So you feel down. Oh wow. Well, it looks like I have to get her email address and send her a blank mail. She already told me her name, but I don't remember. So I decided to add her as glowing masseuse. Shining finger, man! Crap. Why am I standing in the middle of the road and doing nothing? I'll just send her a blank mail. I don't see the need to type anything. And there should be no harm in giving her my true name. I prepare a blank mail called the Glowing Masseuse that I just added to my address list. I still love the whole shining finger thing. The woman scowls while looking at her cell phone. Then she throws me a glance. I feel as if her eyes just said, "Hurry up and send it." I'm kinda hesitating here. I'm not sure if it's a good idea to give her my true name. But regardless of how long I hesitate, I don't think that she will let me go until I send her the email. Man, she's good at this. Looks like I have no choice but to send the email. After that, we exchanged a few words and she ran off somewhere.
お帰りなさいませ、ご主人様。
What? What? You don't... What? You don't go from that to this immediately! What the hell? Whatever.